Hey guys, this week my lovely Facebook and YouTube followers challenged me to be able to juggle 3 juggling balls. Something I've never been able to do because my coordination isn't that great. So I'm going to be doing that challenge this week, but instead of just showing you a 3-hour boring video of me trying to master this skill, instead I'm going to give you some hints and tips of things that have helped me in the past to master skills quicker. Tips that you can apply to pretty much anything that you want to master. But before we get into it, it would mean the world to me if you could click the thumbs up button. That will help my video and hopefully we'll get some more people inspired in taking on some more lockdown challenges. Today is Wednesday and I've got 2 days to be able to juggle 3 balls continuously for 30 seconds. But what I've realised over the last few years, it doesn't matter what kind of new skill you're learning, you always go through the same phases. The first phase is technically like the honeymoon phase, where if you picture this on a graph, it's where you're first starting out the new skill and you're excited about learning it. So you've got lots of motivation and lots of excitement and you spend a lot of time practicing. But there will come a point further down the line when you'll start to get frustrated, and that's the dip in the curve when you lose motivation and you feel like you might as well give up because you're not really progressing. And that is the most important stage in the process of mastering any skill, because you have to find ways of pushing through that dip to make sure that eventually you do start progressing. And then once you're back on the upward slope and you're starting to get better, your motivation will kick back in because you'll start to see improvements and it will drive you through to mastery. Now there's a few things I recommend that will keep you going and keep you motivated during that dip, and it will hopefully stop you from giving up on your new skill, your new hobby that you're learning. The first tip is make sure you're holding yourself accountable. Make sure you tell other people to hold you accountable as well. Now, something I've been doing with these weekly lockdown challenges is on a Monday I've been announcing to all of my Facebook and YouTube followers what skill I'm going to be learning that week, and I've been promising them that by Friday I would have mastered that skill. And that means that when I hit that dip in the graph and I start getting very unmotivated and want to give up, I feel like actually I can't give up, because otherwise I'll be letting down not just myself but everyone who's expecting a new video on Friday of me mastering this skill. And the second tip, something that is even more important and even more powerful, is finding inspiration during those moments. And I want to give you an example. Whenever I learn a new piece of music on the piano, for example, I enjoy the first few moments. That's the honeymoon period when I just start learning a new piece. It's exciting. But then when I hit that dip, it's very easy for me to get frustrated and want to give up. But what I do at those times is find some inspirational videos of other people playing music, sometimes the same piece of music, and that reminds me what I'm working for. And I think by watching incredible people on YouTube play incredible music, it inspires me during those dips and reminds me why it is I'm working so hard to make sure I stick on track and carry on through those difficult moments. Another thing that I find very useful, which I didn't start doing until recently, is something called the Pomodoro Effect, which means it optimizes the amount of learning time that you put in a session. So the idea is you would only work hard on this new skill for 25 minutes at a time, which means your brain capacity doesn't get overloaded. And after that 25 minutes, it's important that you stop and have a 5-minute break. You completely relax for 5 minutes and then you start again fresh for another 25 minutes after. And supposedly taking that break optimizes the time that you spend learning that new skill. And I've been doing this for the last couple of weeks when I learnt the Rubik's Cube, and now I'm going to do this with juggling, and I do think it works. When I started this challenge, I literally couldn't juggle for any more than probably 1.5 seconds. But 3.5 hours later, I finally did the target time of 30 continuous seconds. So this was quite an exciting moment. If you've got any really cool ideas of new challenges that I can take on, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page at Rich Jones Magic, because on there every Friday I'm going live with a special guest, someone in the spotlight, someone who's very cool and has interesting abilities. And we're going to get them on and chat to them all about lockdown life, and hopefully they'll inspire us to take on some new challenges. And if you want to check out some of my magic videos, check out this video on my right. And if you want to see some more challenges that I'm doing during lockdown, check out the video on the left. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Until I see you next time, keep safe and keep smiling.